What up, YouTubers? This is your boy Big Nitro Fan 9 coming to you with another video game review. And in this review, I'm going to talk about the game WCW Nitro, which was released on the PlayStation 1, Nintendo 64, and PC by THQ and Inland Productions. And this game, of course, is based on the show WCW Monday Night Nitro, when it was at the height of the Monday Night Wars between WCW and then WWF. Of course, it's now known as WWE. And this game, technically, if you want to be honest, doesn't have a plot outside of pretty much picking a superstar and playing them in a match. You know what I'm saying? When you face off against an opponent and stuff like that. Now, the title screen pretty much consists of a start, game, and option. And then the modes from start games, you have the one-player tournament, one-player exhibition, two-player versus, two-player, one-player tag team, and two-player versus tag team. In the one-player tournament, you pretty much pick a particular superstar, you know what I'm saying? And it can be like Hulk Hogan or Ric Flair, and then you pretty much face off against 10 other opponents and everything to become the WCW heavyweight champion and stuff. And in one player exhibition, you pretty much pick your character, and then you pick a computer control character, and you pretty much have a match and everything. Or you can go to the two-player co-op where you and somebody else each pick a character. It could be, say, like Kevin Nash, and the other person pick, say, Stevie Ray. You have a match there. Then there's the tag team where you pick your tag team. Then you pick a tag team that is controlled by the computer. Say, for example, Harlem Heat versus the Outsiders and stuff like that. And essentially, you can do the same thing in the two-player versus tag team where you and somebody else pick your own tag team and stuff like that, you know. Now, the roster pretty much starts with 16 superstars, which consist of the NWO members, Hulk Hogan, Kevin Nash, Scott Hall, and Randy Savage. Then there are also Ric Flair, Sting, Lex Luger, Dean Malenko, and Guerrero, Chris Benoit, Harlem Heat, which of course consists of Booker T and Stevie Ray, Styx, which will be later known as X-Pac, and then you have Diamond Dallas Page. And essentially, when you scroll through the selection screen, if you press a particular button, each wrestler will have a specific promo, you know what I'm saying? And every promo, of course, is different, you know what I'm saying? And there are also 48 characters that you can unlock through playing through the one-player tournament, or implementing a cheat code and everything. But if you want to unlock everybody through natural means, the one player tournament is the way to go. You know what I'm saying? And the 48 characters essentially consist of some of the WCW wrestlers, the commentary team, which was Bobby the Brain Heenan and Tony Schiavone. Then you have Mean Gene Okerlund, and there's some managers, fictional characters, and some of the staff who pretty much worked on WCW Nitro at that particular time, you know. Now, of course, in the options, you can make changes to things like the match length, the difficulty, the ring out time, and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? Plus, you can also play in some of the WCW arenas, like Nitro and WO, some of the WCW pay-per-views like Slamboree, sold out for All Brawl, Great American Bash, and Halloween Havoc and stuff like that. Now, when it comes to the finishers that each of the wrestlers do, um, you have to press a certain combo of buttons when your opponent is in this position for that particular finisher. Like, for example, if you're using Sting and you want to do the Scorpion Death Drop, which is pretty much the reverse DDT, you have to go behind them and press the buttons. And if you want to do the Scorpion Death Lock, they have to be on the ground, of course. Then you press a different set of buttons altogether. The point is, each finisher that each wrestler has need a different set of buttons to be pressed, and your opponent, of course, have to be in a position for that particular finisher to begin with. You know what I'm saying? Now, with the graphics and design, they haven't aged well according to today's standards, but they still look good. You know what I'm saying? Especially compared to like other PS1 games at the other time, and even N64 games at the other time. You know what I'm saying? And it has a nice little color palette too. You know. Now the controls and gameplay are stiff in terms of the wrestlers' movements, strikes, grapples, and finishers. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of like, I don't know why it's like stiff like that. You know what I'm saying? Because there's other wrestling games that came out for the Nintendo 64 and PlayStation 1 that has smoother gameplay. And I would say like one of them would be like, say, WrestleMania 2000 for the Nintendo 64 is one example of that. You know what I'm saying? Now, the soundtrack, while not bad, it's limited to the NWO music and some in-ring music while you're playing one of the modes. You know what I'm saying? I just wish that there were more like variety with the soundtrack and all that. You know what I'm saying? Now, WCW Nitro is a pretty decent game, and I would really recommend it for anybody who was a WCW fan from back in the day, who owned pretty much a PC, N64, and PlayStation 1, you know. As far as the score, I definitely would give it a 6 out of 10, mainly because of the movement and the gameplay and all that is stiff. The soundtrack is really limited in what you can actually listen to and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? With that being said, you can sound off in the comment section about WCW Nitro. And if you like this video, don't hesitate to click the thumbs up button. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell notification button. This is your boy, Big Metro Fan 9, signing off.